Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, back live and back on a roll. Doing a broadcast I don't really want to do, but I think has to be done. Something that has to be said, something that has to be talked about, something that has to be spoken about, because there's just too much silliness, too much foolishness, and too much ridiculosity. If that's not a word, it is now taking place. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about this subject. And what's the problem here? Okay, just having a little trouble getting my screen set up the way I like it. I want to talk to you about the subject of shapeshifting reptilians on YouTube. No, just no. If you're on Twitter, then you can come over to the YouTube channel, Jeff Daugherty Show. If you're on Facebook, you can come over to the YouTube channel, Jeff Daugherty Show. You can see all of the visuals and extra content that goes on to the YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube, thank you. And I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on the Facebook channel and have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go over and do so. So let's talk about this, ladies and gentlemen. You see so many people, you see so much content that talks about there being videos of people shape-shifting on YouTube. You've seen them. In fact, you can find videos of Jeffrey Daugherty shape-shifting on YouTube. You can find videos of Rex Bear shape-shifting on YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, the question has to be asked. Is it possible to find videos of people shape-shifting on YouTube? Twitter, Facebook, is it possible to find videos of people shape-shifting on YouTube? YouTube audience, I ask you, is it possible to find videos on YouTube of people shape-shifting, reptilians shape-shifting? Can we think about this for a minute? Can we not answer half-cocked? Can we not go off half-cocked? Can we not have a knee-jerk reaction? Can we have a conversation and a discussion about whether or not you actually see people shape-shifting on YouTube? Are there shape-shifting reptilians on YouTube? Well, let's think about this. There's basically two schools of thought about shape-shifting reptilians. Number one school of thought would be that the shape-shifting reptilians are reptilians that came to our planet from some far reaches of interstellar space. So let's think about this. If they traveled across parsecs of space, think of the high technology, think of the wisdom, think of the knowledge that they'd have to travel all of these light years across interstellar space. Well, maybe they're interdimensionals. Well, if they're interdimensionals, think of the high technology that they have to come across into our dimension. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of high technology. So how in the world could they come from all of these great distances or with this incredible technology? That's the only way they could come, with huge technological advances. The only way to travel the distances of interstellar space or to solve the mysteries of interdimensional travel is to have an exceedingly high level of technological sophistication. So if they can't come from outside this world, they're extremely technologically superior, extremely technologically advanced. So much so that we would look like child's play in their eyes. The other things that people think about reptilians is that they are indigenous to this planet, and they have been here for hundreds of thousands of years, and we just don't know about them yet. So let's think about that. If reptilians have been amongst us humans for tens, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of years, we never seen them. There's not one picture of one. They hide better than Bigfoot. They've been here for hundreds of thousands of years. They have been shape-shifting and hiding amongst us for eons and since the beginning of time. Many people believe that these shape-shifting reptilians are heads of a shadowy cabal that has enabled them to manipulate themselves into the highest parts of government and industry and inside the Illuminati and the New World Order. That these shape-shifting reptilians are so smart, so shrewd, and so good at manipulating and blending in that we don't even know they're here. And they have infiltrated themselves into the highest levels of human society. So they're either A, from the vast reaches of interstellar space, B, able to move interdimensionally with technology that's not even imaginable to us, or C, have been here forever and have been extremely well hidden. Either of those options means very, very smart, very, very wise, highly technologically advanced, and yet, we're being asked to believe, and there's smart people falling for this, people I respect falling for this. That's what prompted me to say, come on, man, we got to talk about this. Great channels, smart channels, some channels that are just trying to be sensationalistic, but other people that are good, honest-hearted, smart people are falling for this. And somebody has to step forward and say something. I'm that guy, I guess. So what you're telling me is that I can see reptilians shape-shifting on YouTube. Okay. So what you're telling me is that a being that has solved the mysteries of traveling across the vast expanses of interstellar space, a being that has solved the problems of building spacecraft and propulsion and life support and navigation that allows them to get from the Draco system to St. Petersburg, Florida. Beings that are smart enough to do that, all of a sudden, aren't smart enough to stay out in front of web cameras from Walmart that cost $13.49. Beings that have mastered the art and the incredible technological difficulties of interstellar travel can't seem, all of a sudden, to keep themselves from getting in front of web cameras from Walmart that cost $13.57. These beings that have remained hidden for eons, these beings that are smart enough to have worked themselves into the interconnectivity, the highest places of human society, all of a sudden are too stupid to stay in front of, too stupid to stay out from in front of $14 webcams from Walmart. Really? Come on, folks. I'm not saying there's no shape-shifting reptilians. In fact, I'm of the belief that there are shape-shifting reptilians. I don't know if they came from interstellar space, interdimensional space, or if they came from this planet. I don't know. But one thing I do know, they are very smart. They are very shrewd. Just by the fact that they're reptilians, get my book, Serpents and Doves in the Garden of the Gods. Get that book. It talks about the reptilian mindset. It talks about what the Christ meant when he said, be shrewd as serpents. They are extremely shrewd. They are extremely careful. They go to extremes not to expose themselves to danger or recognition. They are exceedingly smart. They are exceedingly technologically advanced, and they are exceedingly private. I will guarantee you one thing. If you see a video on YouTube that says they have captured a shape-shifting reptilian, I will guarantee you that they have not captured a shape-shifting reptilian. I mean, think about it. Let's say that somehow, some way, one time, some reptilian got caught shape-shifting in front of a $14 webcam from Walmart. Let's just say it happened. Now, remember, these beings, they talk telepathically, we're told. And there's got to be a close-knit group of them. There's got to be a reptilian chat room somewhere. Don't you think some of them would have said, hey, listen, I can't do that as good as Rex does. Don't you think that they would say, hey, listen, be careful of those $14 webcams from Walmart. Be careful of YouTube, because I got caught shape-shifting the other day. But no, folks, 10, 20, however many years we're into this whole YouTube phenomenon, they're still getting caught on YouTube shape-shifting. No, they're not. Are there shape-shifting reptilians on YouTube? No, just no. There are reptilians amongst us, but they're far too smart to get caught in front of $14 webcams on YouTube. There are shape-shifting reptilians amongst us, but they're far too technologically advanced to get caught in front of $14 webcams from Walmart. There are shape-shifting reptilians amongst us, but they're far too private to be on YouTube to get caught shape-shifting in the first place. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got to stop being stupid. There is no way reptilians are being caught on YouTube shape-shifting. They're just not. Stop making the videos. Stop watching the videos. Stop acting like it might be true. It's not. Use your brain. It's just not true. It's just not true. It can't be true. We're hurting ourselves. We're hurting our credibility. We're hurting our ability to teach other truths by being caught in the midst of silliness. You're talking about $14 webcams, round eyes, deep set eyes, round features, cheap ass cameras, and human faces. It's photographic glitches, ladies and gentlemen. It's not shape-shifting reptilians. Think about it. They're too damn smart. They're too damn private. They've been here too damn long to get caught on YouTube in front of a $13.16 webcam shape-shifting. Stop talking about it. Stop watching it. Stop entertaining it. Stop allowing it. Just say no. Because it's not happening. Now, I said all that to say this. Here's one. What about, there's only one scenario I could ever believe that there would be a shape-shifting reptilian allowing themselves to get caught on a $12 webcam from Walmart. Maybe there's a benevolent reptilian somewhere that is trying to clue us into the fact that they are here and might, for a strategic reason, allow him or herself to maybe flicker a little bit on a $12 webcam from Walmart. Some of them are $9.99. You're not seeing people shapeshift on YouTube. You're just not. We're better than this. We're smarter than this. And we can't risk our credibility anymore by doing these things. They're here. But they're smart enough to stay out in front of webcams. They're smart enough to stay off of YouTube, or they wouldn't have been here as long as they've been. They wouldn't have been able to travel here the way that they have. There are no shape-shifting reptilians on YouTube. Never have been, never will be. That's just the way it is. Don't fall for it. Stop doing it. Stop watching it. Stop believing it. Let's get better. Let's get smarter. Let's not go down that path because it makes us look bad as a community. Take it from a guy who's been on YouTube shown to be shape-shifting. Yeah, you can Google it. Come on, man. Shape-shifting reptilians on YouTube? No. Just no. This should be fun. I've listened to you, and folks, if you're over on YouTube, I'm going to go and answer questions that have come into our chat room. And here we are. Let's see. What's wrong with shape-shifting reptilians or shape-shifting anything? Exactly, Violet. What is wrong with shape-shifting reptilians? And when we cast them in this type of a situation, we're casting them as villains, we're casting them as adversaries. When I'm convinced that not only are there shape-shifting reptilians in this world, but some of them are benevolent to us and want to work with us to build a better world. So saying that, oh, look at that. His eye flickered. It went like this. It's a reptilian. Come on, man. Nothing's wrong, Violet Flame. Good point. Reptilians are an ancient race. Their lineage reaches far beyond this planet, says Violet Flame. I've got no problem with that. In fact, that is my point. They're an ancient race. Their lineage reaches far beyond this planet. And do you really think they're being tricked and caught unawares by $9.99 webcam from Walmart? Come on, man. I read the pigment hand purple and liquid mercury spinning extremely high speeds among human DNA. But okay. Interesting to think about. Right on, like they live. Is Jeffrey Darty an atheist? Well, Jeffrey Darty follows the teachings of the Christ. The Christ is an Elohim. The Elohims are gods. So I would say that means no, I'm not an atheist. I believe in a divinity. I do agree they're too advanced to allow themselves to be photographed or videotaped shape-shifting. Absolutely, Sarah. That's my point. That's my only point. Again, I'll say it. I'll subject myself to ridicule. I do believe that there are shape-shifting reptilians amongst us. I believe the Bible teaches there's shape-shifting reptilians amongst us. In fact, I've published a book that states that. I've been on Coast to Coast AM stating that to millions and millions and millions of people. There are shape-shifting reptilians amongst us, but like Sarah says, they're far too advanced to allow themselves to be photographed or videotaped shape-shifting, especially with $9.99 webcams from Walmeezy. You may know it as Walmeezow, but it's not happening, ladies and gentlemen. So why did he call God a brat? Omar, I didn't call God a brat. I called Yahweh a brat. I called the God of the Bible a brat because he's not a real God. He rebelled against the counsel of the Elohim. They threw him out, and he has been faking us, tricking us for 2,000 years at least. Probably more like 10,000 years. So he's now a rock-throwing brat, and I've called him other names that begin with B's, but this is the family hour. I won't do it here. So he is a fallen, failed, flawed, silly little false god. Because the God of the Abrahamic faith is. Thank you, April. I've seen a weird vid where a newscaster hissed at another newscaster. May I suggest, laugh up sleeve, that there might be another explanation other than the fact that said newscaster was a shape-shifting reptilian. Again, Probably too smart to hiss on live TV, although underestimating at its bestest, sillies. Agree. Thank you. Be on the lookout. Shapeshifters on Jerry Springer soon. I like the way you think, Nalina Testerman. That's about the ridiculous level of it. But people that I know and love and respect, and a lot of people that I don't know or love but still respect, have made videos of this. And it's just stop. It's silly. True that they are laughing at those that claim they caught a shapeshifter. Yeah, true that, Jeff. I'm not laughing because some people really think that they have. But if you do the logic, they're too smart. They've been here too long. They're way too advanced to get caught by a $9.95. Yes, the price is going down. Webcam from Walmart. Justin says he's seen one with his own eyes. Snake eyes, no drugs. I can believe that. I can believe that. I believe it is possible. I believe, as I've said, that they are amongst us. They're just not getting snagged on YouTube. Laugh Up Sleeve says he just saw me shapeshift. Oh my God, that's hilarious. He calls himself the Christian whistleblower. Well, then what? Okay, Edward Snowden is an NSA whistleblower, National Security Agency. Does Edward Snowden still work at the NSA? No. While working at the NSA, he saw bad things happening. While a Christian, I saw bad things happening. Ergo, Christian whistleblower. No longer a Christian, still a whistleblower, whistleblowing on what I saw when I was a Christian. You don't have to be a reptilian shapeshifter to figure that one out. I hope. Not only reptilian shapeshift, says Violet Flame. Very good point. That's true. Does he hate God? No, I just hate Yahweh. I hate your God because he's been killing and murdering and enslaving people for at least 10,000 years. Val Kilmer says, yes, I hate him. I hate him. Mr. Wright comes to mind. You just said we will not expose ourselves. You just lost me. Did I really say we will not expose ourselves? Come on, man. Come on, Serene Christine. I didn't say we won't expose ourselves. I said they won't expose themselves. Dude, if I was a shape-shifting reptilian, I would love it. That would be so awesome. Man, I would have been playing in the NHL if I was a shape-shifting reptilian because you know I could have been the best goalie ever. Making saves with my tongue. I'd have been the best. No, I did not say we will not expose ourselves. But I think there might be a benevolent reptilian at some point that might allow him or herself to get snagged on camera to kind of wake us up. Where we all come from is one, no religion, I agree. What's my religion? 6,000 years ancient. They were here first. Yes, they were, Laugh Up Sleeve. You're exactly right. Elite or the Elohim? No, I would say no. I'm divine, I'm sovereign, I'm free. Absolutely. You don't have to apologize, Omar. We understand this is a chat room and it's moving fast and things fly back and forth. That's all right. I don't have a thin skin. Leslie's in Atlanta. Who are the Elohim? All we know is that the Elohim are the gods and goddesses that created this planet. Paul Lee, turn me on to Jeff Darty. Thank you, Paul Lee, for bringing Earn Link over here. What does Yahweh mean? It does mean God of War. Very good, Earn Link. Very, very good. When I was on Rex Bear's show, Leak Project tried to say I shapeshifted. Well, I wasn't there. I don't know. I think Rex was probably pulling your leg. Think of it like this. Father is the name of our creator. There are many gods and many lords. Yeah, the Bible says that, Justin. I agree with you 100%. I don't know him. I was agreeing with him. You should come on my radio show. Me? Are you talking to me? Send me an email. I'm down. Does Jeff believe in only one God or does he believe that there are multiple gods? Well, Jeff believes that the Bible says that in the beginning, the gods and goddesses, male and female, created the heavens and the earth. So I believe that there are multiple gods and goddesses because that's what the original Hebrew text of the Bible teaches. Hello, YouTube or Twitter. I haven't forgot about you. Thank you for the hearts. David Icke is so bummed right now. You make David Icke sad by nullifying his life's work. I'm not sure that David Icke would be so bummed. I'm not sure that David Icke says that there's people shape-shifting on camera. Maybe he does. But I believe I believe David Icke teaches a lot of good stuff. Does David Icke get a little outside the realm of, he gets a little out there for me sometimes, but David Icke, I respect him greatly as a researcher. I respect him greatly as an author. I respect him greatly as a speaker. And I think that David Icke has brought a lot of understanding and knowledge to our world. I salute David Icke right now. Doesn't mean I have to believe everything he says. Jeff's a reptilian. Yeah, I wish. Many unenlightened Christians could possibly be evil reptilians. Now, there's a thought. There's a thought. Omar, Jeff believes you should do your homework. Nah, seriously. Paul is the rat bastard. Please don't expose yourself, Jeff. Don't worry. I won't. Oh, somebody says that Violet, this guy's hand shapeshifted into werewolf and leak project. Strange curves and cheap cameras, bros and sisters. That's just the reality of it. I talked with an expert photographer before I came on with this. Showed him some things. He says it's a simple. It's physics, ladies and gentlemen. It's angles, ladies and gentlemen. You got human faces, especially like female human faces. You know, round curves. You know, round deep eyes. Round eyeballs, you know, round cheeks, and then you got angular this, and you got cheap cameras, $9.99, $14.99, $19.99. It's just a disconnection. These cameras guess. They got little bitty chips in there, little bitty processors. So something doesn't look the way, if something moves, they guess. It is the geometry of human faces and cheap ass cameras. There are no reptilian shapeshifters on YouTube. Never have been, never will be. Oops, Super Jack, you went where I wasn't going to go. But you're right. Super Jack says reptilian videos equal clicks. Simple. We're better than that, ladies and gentlemen. We're better than that. Ultraviolet lights show truth, and liquid crystal failures do show the way. We like Ike. Ha, good one. What does Jeff believe of Barnabas? Jeff hasn't done much about Barnabas. Poor megapixel rates. Very good. Laugh up sleeve. Exactly. No reptilian videos are legit. That's right. But what about blue avian videos? What about blue avian videos? Bird brains. Exactly right. My show on Truth Frequency Radio Network. I'll come on. Just send me an email. ChristianWhistleBlower@gmail.com. I'll be glad to come on with you. Wait for the results of what we worked on. Do you blow the whistle on Christians? I'm confused. Or are you a Christian whistleblower? Yes is the answer to both questions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I feel better now. I just had to get that off my chest. Think about it. They're too advanced. They're too smart. They've been here too long to be tripped up by anything purchased by a person wearing a blue vest. It's just the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. The reptilians were created in Genesis. Let's look real quick. Bonus coverage coming to you right now. Let's go ahead and go to some bonus coverage. I'm going to share my screen and show you. We're going to go right here to Bible Hub. I don't get paid by Bible Hub. In fact, I'm hoping they won't find out that I use them because they'll shut me down. Bible Hub, Genesis 1:1, King James Version. All righty. We're in the creation, right? So we're just going to talk about reptilians and us. We're not going to get to before that. We're going to talk about reptilians and us. Okay, so here we go. First day, second day, third day, fourth day. 21, God created the great whales. I'm going to leave this to you. I'm going to show you how to do this. God created the great whales. What I want you to do is click on that. It'll take you to the interlinear, and then go look at the word whales and see what that word is rendered everywhere else in the Bible where it's used. I'll give you a hint. It's serpents, snakes, asps, vipers. Great means majestic. So in verse 21, the Elohim, and here's bonus coverage for that person that asked me, do I believe in one God? Let me just show you this real quickly. In the beginning, God, five words into the Bible, in the beginning, God, the Elohim, 4 words, the Elohim, gods, goddesses, plural in number, more than one. Gods, goddesses, plural in number, more than one. That's what I believe in. So in Genesis 1:21, the majestic serpents were created. Look it up. It's in there. Genesis 1:26-27, that's 6-7 verses later. And God created man, us, Homo sapien, in his image, in their image, male and female. How many years were there between verse 21 and verse 27? Who knows? But the majestic serpents were here before us. Majestic serpents. They knew how to shapeshift like all the Elohim know how to shapeshift, and we've forgotten. They've been doing it longer than we have. They're better at it than we are. And yes, folks, they're still here. And they're smart. They're shrewd. They're experienced. That's why you're never going to see a reptilian shapeshift on YouTube. Ever. 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 And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. Jeff's favorite apostle was John. I also like Peter. They're an astral race that can get pulled and pushed into matter, maybe. But they don't get caught on YouTube in front of $9.50 webcams. By the time we're finished, we'll be giving them away. Ladies and gentlemen, we're better than this. We're smarter than this. Let's don't have our credibility questioned or strained by doing things that by doing things that are not true and not real. Thank you very, very much. Guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, be your own guru, ask questions, question answers, stay fearless, my YouTube friends. And we'll be back tonight with more broadcast excellence. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, your Christian whistleblower.